Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
To about the 33-yard line. The Ravens at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And complete to Drake London. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. These two teams all tied after 1.
Let's go.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
From down near his goal line here, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just 1 but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7'5".
Yeah, you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be, huh?
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Pierce now up the middle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this 1-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns drive about to get started. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert back to the air. And this is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is taken in at the 5. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Harrison Bryant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The throw complete here to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On the set.
Here's Pierce on the counter. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Another carry for Pierce. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Got his man. It's London. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. Down at the 25.
feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
But what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Outright, he finds Tolbert. And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the 29, Herbert. Right back to Tolbert. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now Herbert, third and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And his kick is indeed good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they'll go right back to Pierce. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns 36. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Let's go.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Give to Pierce. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Check right. Opposite. Green.
Handoff right side to Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Going for it with Pierce. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Ritter will throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback. Herbert going to throw. Buying time to his left. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing, Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often get tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. On the move, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?